Team. I need to do the blue sky post that says we're live. Hopping on Twitch for more Yakuza 0 English dub on Twitch 2. Let's do real estate times and probably chat about book stuff. Lol. Live now. Hey Tara, hey the BT. The BT says, oh, this is that game not on Switch 2. I don't know what you mean by that. This game is on Switch 2. I'm playing it on Switch 2. I don't know what this game not being on Switch 2 means in that context. Right, let's get... It's a good day when Laura gets to stream. I almost didn't stream today. Today's been a day. I might as well chat about it for a minute, because I'm going to give it a minute before I jump into the Yakuza. My book publisher, Unbound/Boundless, finally went into liquidation today. He said it was going to be on the direct. Oh, sorry, I see what you mean. I was not in the frame of mind of a typo I made 2 days ago, but I see what you're getting at. Yeah, a book publisher finally went into liquidation. In some ways, that's good. I get some closure. I have the rights back to some of my books. In other ways, it is stressful and tiring. I had to spend today trying to contact my audiobook publisher and get them to start making payments to me rather than the liquidated book publisher. I had to get all of the remaining stock of the books in the warehouse to me, which means that I'm going to have like 20 boxes of books cluttering up my home. Start negotiating for the book cover rights on my book. Start working on audiobook versions to make some of my books available, at least in some format, for the time being. It's been a day of stressful happenstances, alongside also being a day where I am waiting for an email to hopefully tell me that I have been approved for a work project that I really need to get approved. And it's been like a week and a half since it's like, oh yeah, we'll get back to you. And I'm like, I need to know whether it's a yes or a no. So I very almost didn't stream tonight. The temptation was just have a big nap. 'Cause gosh darn today. Also, at some point during the stream, I might, depending on if I receive some text that I need to receive, I might take a brief pause during the stream, and I'll do it on stream, to finish making the things I learned from Mario's Butt audiobook and put that on sale mid-stream. Yeah, Tara, don't worry, I have the rights to my books now. It's just, I was hoping for more than like a day's notice that it was happening. Here's a fun fact. I was not directly told that my publisher was going into liquidation today. The CEO of the company owns 2 publishers. She emailed the people at her other her authors under her other publishing label to go, oh yeah, it's terrible news, Boundless is going into liquidation today. Someone at that publisher emailed someone I know going, hey, have they told you you're getting liquidated? No. We had to fucking scramble. We had a person at the publisher going, cool, I don't have a job at 4:30 this afternoon. Cool, I know you haven't officially been told that we're liquidating yet, but you haven't officially been told you're getting your rights back. Here's every file we have to do with your books, just have them. Have 18 gigs of book files, so that you can start pitching elsewhere. And I was like, well, thank you very much, mysterious stranger. Also, so yeah, that's... Oh, we got a raid. Sorry, I didn't move the window down. I didn't see. Who did we get raided by? Raccoon and Frog. Welcome. Hello. Welcome, raiders. Welcome, new people. We're here to have fun. We're gonna have fun. We're definitely not just gonna be stressed about the fact my book publisher liquidated. We're gonna do crimes. Actually, I don't know if we're gonna do crimes today. Kiryu is now working for a real estate company, so maybe we're just gonna do some very legal real estate. There we go. I've got the other window here so I can see the raid alerts now. We're gonna make an honest living, as the chapter title says. But yes, if my energy is a little weird today, that is why. Today has been a day. Right, where do we go to do legal work? Non-criminal business. Does Kiryu even know how to do non-crime business? Okay, hello. I see you here at the pizza shop. Would you like to buy a pizza shop? Business. Ah, there we go.
Hey, there he is. Take your time, huh?
Oda?
Yeah, it only took 2 days to get here.
Actually, you should know how to address your boss.
Oh, this guy's in later games in the
And
series.
while we're
We
at it,
recognize him.
What the hell are you wearing? If that's your idea of business casual, we need to recalibrate.
You need to do up at least one more button.
Well, you want to talk.
Huh? Wait. Really?
Hard to believe Tachibana couldn't find anyone more appropriate to teach me to be a civilian.
Even if he could, I'm the only one he trusts to keep that rambunctious streak of
What
yours in
rambunctious
check.
streak? Kiryu's
I hope
soft
you're ready,
bean.
because I'm not the type to suffer a disobedient pupil, Kiryu-kun.
What are those?
Vanity glasses. To add sophistication to that mugshot.
Okay, we're
face
wearing
of yours.
fake glasses to look smart.
You expect me to wear these things?
Yeah.
Don't be so sour about it.
As I probably should be wearing my glasses person
you
right
look
now.
like
They
you know
do
how to
make
read,
my
at
face look smarter. I should be wearing them. You know what? This has reminded me I have
Okay.
glasses and I should wear
Welcome
them.
to the world of
Thanks for
risk.
putting your fake
Today,
glasses on Kiryu
we're
and
meeting
reminding
one
me
of
I'm
our
supposed to
most
wear my glasses,
long-standing
particularly in the
clients.
evening.
He's entering his golden years and life's
There we
something
go,
more
look.
rich than wise. Lately, a particularly tenacious squatter's gotten his goat.
Oh no, there's a
A
squatter.
squatter.
Huh? How's a Yakuza never heard of squatters?
The BT, you can make pizza without cheese.
You taking notes? Basically, they hijack properties to extort relocation fees out of
Hey,
the owner.
Artisan. Hey, Dandelion.
How do they manage that?
All right. So when
Yeah.
a mortgage owner defaults, courts can put the building up for auction.
I don't eat
Happens all
cheese
the
on
time
pizza.
these days.
I'm one of
When it
those
does,
terrible
They go
people.
for cheap. However, since the place is vacant in the meantime, it tends to attract drifters. At which point, they dig their heels in and refuse to leave. The would-be mogul who thought he got the land at a steal is suddenly left holding the bag when it comes to his new tenants.
Oh no, how dare homeless people
Tenants who never
go
signed
in
a
an
lease in the
unoccupied
first place.
building and have somewhere to live while the building's not
Ding
being
ding.
used for anything?
Of
How
course,
dare?
The dirty secret is that usually they're in cahoots with the previous owner. When the bank forecloses on them, they round up their buddies and tip them off for a cut of the squeeze.
I assume that's where we come in? You and I go to the place and what? Kick these people to the curb?
Oh, this is us, legit
Never
civilian
that easy.
business. Just beat them up.
Local politicians
No.
don't like the optics of seeing the disenfranchised mistreated.
Oh, that's it. We're not gonna beat up homeless
So
people because it's
squatters'
bad
rights laws
optics.
Make any show of force a police matter. We try it, we'll be in cuffs.
Thank goodness.
Your government at work, right? End of the day, the path of least resistance for the property owner is to just shell out the money.
Quite the racket.
Anyway, our job is to ensure our client a smooth resolution to the issue and at minimal cost. He should be arriving soon. I guess we can wait inside. Oh, hang on. I'd be remiss to forget these, wouldn't I?
What are those?
Your personalized business cards, Kiryu-kun. By accepting these, you will officially become an agent of Tachibana Real Estate.
Can't be a businessman without
Stay
business
sharp, though.
cards.
This meeting will serve as your first appraisal, after all. If I catch you slacking off...
Actually, this is Japan. I do know a little about Japanese business card culture. My understanding of, like, the polite etiquette when... so, I've interviewed some Japanese game devs before in the past, and the way I was told to think about it is, exchange business cards at the start of the meeting, and when you're handed the business card by, you know, Japanese game studio, like, head of the company or whatever it is that's handing you a business card, you receive the business card and you comment on the business card. You say something nice about the business card, some sort of acknowledgement of I paid attention to the business card. This is the way I was told, at least like a decade ago when I was doing more interviews in person. So you'd be like, this is a lovely business card, the paper stock on it's lovely. You know, just some sort of positive acknowledgement of the business card as you take it, like that's part of the etiquette. Which has stuck with me for years, is that, as default, I compliment people's business cards when they give them to me, because, like, I was told that was good. Yeah, exactly, what nice embossing. Or, like, oh, I love the rounded corners are a really nice touch. Like, some kind of just, I've appreciated this is the hallmark of your business, this is the thing that presents you as a business person, and I have acknowledged it positively. I think it is good. I think you present yourself well at business. Is sort of the implication, I believe.
Understood.
That's at least how it was explained to me. Right? Nobody minds a compliment. Everyone loves getting their business complimented off the start is a good way to start these things. I love that you don't care about proper grammar. What, me? Why do I not? What do you mean I don't care about proper grammar? What am I doing wrong grammar-wise? Okay,
Hey, stop right there. A table by the front door? Really? Every time it opens will be interrupted.
that was a joke, passive-aggressive business card comment. I thought you were talking to me, and I was like, what am I doing wrong? I didn't realize I was clicking on this table to, like, suggest which table to go to.
I'm serious.
Okay, I'm doing... Look, I saw a thing to click on, sir. I'm sorry I didn't realize that was... Okay, yeah, this one?
Good. It should work just fine.
It's near the back, but not 100% in the back. Take the furthest seat. I'm being tested on social etiquette. I'm not good at this stuff.
You weren't planning to park yourself at the head of the
How
table.
is that the head of the table? It's a square. All sides are the head of the table.
The chair closest to the door is the foot. Furthest is the head. Obviously, the client belongs in the seat.
I thought the seat closest to the door is like, it's polite to let... You don't want to, like, sit near the door and make them walk further to get to their seats. You do the longer walk and you let them sit in the closer, more convenient seats to get to, was my thought.
I honestly knew that.
Long way between knowing and doing, rookie. If I were you, I'd be much more careful where I put my ass.
Understood, sir.
I'm clearly not good at social
Excuse
etiquette of
me,
business.
sirs. May I take your order?
Okay, I can get this one right, I'm sure.
Right.
Nothing, because the client isn't here yet, and I shouldn't be getting something for myself until the client is here. We all get something at the same time, otherwise I look like... It makes it look like I've been waiting for them, and I shouldn't give the impression I've been waiting for them. Now, my thing would be, I'd say I'd get a coffee, and I'd sit there with a notebook and be like, oh, no, I haven't been waiting for you, I just, I decided to get here a little early so I can get some work done. But I feel like what they want is me to say nothing.
No, not yet. Thank you.
Yeah.
We'll order when our guest arrives.
I think I should be allowed to order a coffee while I wait for the client, but
Of course, sir.
I can know what I would want to do and also know what the game
What?
will tell me is correct.
Did I do something wrong?
Actually, no. I'm impressed. I was sure you were about to jump the gun and ask for a drink before the client showed up. It's poor form indeed to kick back with a coffee while you wait. If you tried, I would have had to slap the taste from your mouth.
I don't get
But
how
I
that's
guess we can
rude.
thank the Yakuza for drilling some
I mean,
manners into you.
I get the logic, but
Maybe there's something to be said for
I should be
another.
allowed to enjoy a coffee while I'm early for a meeting.
Ha! Stand up, back straight. That's our man there. Afternoon, Yamanoi-san. It's been too long.
Yes it has, Oda-san.
This man
I'm
really is
sorry,
doing
this
the
whole
squat
thing's a mess.
at
And
the start of this
who's
meeting.
Our bright new recruit.
I'm in my power
Kiryu.
stance.
He'll be assisting on this one. I expect him to flourish.
Oh, is that so?
Oh. Aha!
Kiryu, of Tachibana Real Estate.
Ah, quick time evented. I did it. Are they gonna comment on each other's
Well
business
done.
cards?
From now on, that card is your lifeline. Doesn't matter how good of an impression you make on a client. If they don't keep your card, you're a ghost to them.
Ooh.
Unfortunately, friend, that card is upside down.
Does it matter? Surely the client
Still,
can turn it
A
around?
respectable first attempt.
How is that a problem? Oh no, you have to
Kiryu-san,
turn a piece of cardboard up the other
I
way.
look forward to working with you.
Okay, yeah.
Thank you, sir. The pleasure is all mine.
He looked at the business card and read the name off it. If nothing else, that is, I am paying attention to your business card. That is, as I understand it, the thing is like you, even if it's not a compliment, you comment on the business card. Ah, Kiryu, I see. I'm looking at your, I'm paying attention to your business card.
I see. From the sound of it, looks like we've got ourselves a textbook squatter. This is the property you purchased at auction last month, if I recall correctly. So our unwelcome guest moved in prior to that?
I like how we're talking about a textbook squatter, and this man we're talking to about his squatters came in and started doing a squat. He was in a squat position. He was doing a squat and he's got squatters. Is there an entire American Psycho-esque business card upgrading system? I don't know.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
And he's all by himself?
Yes. His name is Tsuji. He's in his early 40s, I would say. Get the feeling he's been living on the streets before now.
Yes, and now he has a
And has
roof
he given
over
you a
his head and
price
you want to
yet
kick him out.
For his relocation?
Not yet, no. I was hoping to leave the negotiations and whatnot to you Tachibana guys, if that's possible. I'm no spring chicken, you understand. This kind of thing makes me nervous. I'd like to see the matter settled without any trouble.
Of course. If I may, Yamanoi-san, could we ask what you have in mind? As a maximum payout?
In the interest of getting this over with quickly, maybe 5 million or so?
5 million yen? All to buy off this one squatter?
Naturally, I would prefer you bargain him down a bit.
I'm still at a loss for why you need to pay him at all.
Because you
If it were me, I wouldn't cough up so much.
because
for
you
1
can't
yen
legally beat him up and force him out.
Hey, watch your tone.
This Tsuji's insinuated to me that he has Yakuza contacts. If I start putting up a fuss, who knows what they'll
Oh,
like.
Yakuza contacts, you say?
That's very prudent. However, it may relieve you to know, our boy Kiryu here is an expert when it comes to Yakuza.
Yeah, an expert.
An expert. you say?
Researcher, a Professor Yakuza.
Maybe I misspoke. What I meant is that he's a
Oh,
real
he
fanboy
researched
for
them in
Yakuza.
university. You know, an
He's
academic.
Such an otaku, he even likes to dress up as him. Isn't that so, Kiryu-kun?
Yeah, that's
That's
me.
me, Yakuza cosplayer Kiryu.
Well, in any case, we'll do everything we can.
You'll both take it from here, then? Needless to say, I've set aside a separate cache of funds for your services.
That's a generous thought. However, President Tachibana would rather we decline any compensation. He's very grateful for the kindness you've shown us.
I'm not sure what to say. Please, tell him that's very thoughtful. Tachibana runs an excellent firm.
We're getting people on Tachibana's side. We're getting
Now,
them
where's
owing
the
us a
property in
favor
question?
Uh,
in good graces to cash it in
10
later.
Kaiichi Street, the Sugita building.
Kiryu does need an I'm
Why
not
not?
a Yakuza shirt.
We'll have
you're
it all
right.
sorted out immediately. Ready, Kiryu-kun?
Yeah.
Okay.
You got the gist of all that?
Yeah.
Basically,
Go to the
you
place.
and I just have to
get
go
the
and
guy
clear
to
that
leave.
squatter off of the premises.
Pay him less than 5 million.
I'll
He
handle
says
the
he's working for the
negotiating.
Yakuza or something.
You watch and learn and keep quiet, yeah?
Yamanoi-san said the guy has Yakuza backing him up, right? Negotiations really gonna cut it?
I guess that depends on how persuasive I can be. To that end, though, Kiryu-kun, you have your first solo assignment.
It's a solo job.
do.
What are we doing?
A shopping mission. I need you to fetch as a gift box.
Huh?
Never show up empty-handed, no matter who you're sitting down at the table with. You didn't think we were done with your lessons, did you?
Okay, we can go buy a gift to sweet talk
Right.
this
Of course
person.
not. Okay, understood.
That seems easy
Get a
enough.
decent set of confections, then meet me at the Sugita building. I'll be waiting for you there. See you then.
Okay. A decent confection thing. Okay. Okay, do we know what gift box we need? Go find a convenience store. Let's beat these guys up first, though.
Seriously?
Huh. Cass Fireborn says, I live in PA. My partner is in Alaska right now helping a friend move a boat. Her cell service was fine for days and then suddenly stopped dead. She contacted customer service and managed to get a person who told me that the first 3 days I was in Alaska, I was getting service from the towers near my house in Pennsylvania. But now the system is updated and my phone is getting service from local partner towers. That's baffling? Fascinating? I don't know what to make of that. Light yellow. Is light yellow a convenience store? It might be. Not a store I can enter. That's vending machines. Okay. What are the convenience stores look like on here? That's drugstore. I want a convenience store, so I want like yeah, if I ran all the way down this, I would find. I should find something that'll help. Okay. Stop trying to beat me up. I'm just trying to buy chocolates. Combini. Right. Ooh, I got a work email. Give me one moment. Oh, I gotta very quickly respond to an email. There you go, you got focusing, Laura, answering emails about doing accessibility projects. I got offered some work and I should probably answer it quickly. There we go. Hey! I like to think Kiri's just standing in the doorway thinking deeply about these chocolates while people pile up behind him. Janet, in the YouTube chat, if you're asking, like, how to create like, if you have to be a big name to create a game showcase, no. You just kind of have to have an idea for one, convince game publishers and developers that you, have what it takes to put together a showcase, and, that it will be that whatever angle you're doing will be beneficial to them marketing-wise. I didn't know what I was doing before I jumped in and made the AA showcase. I just had an idea, pitched it around to some devs, and gave it a go and learnt it as I went. You know, you never know until you try. Right, hello. Will you sell me fancy chocolates? Some sort of gift box. Yakisoba. Not here. Okay. Let's see where else there are convenience stores. Now I know. It is yellow. Don Quixote. Don Quixote seems like it would probably have what I need. Oh. Hello, do you have some sort of fancy gift box of chocolates? Oh, these are all for the slot car racing minigame. Okay, no fancy chocolates here. Well, Janet, what I would suggest is, do you have other existing work marketing Polish games? Like, for the accessibility showcase, I was able to point to, here is my previous coverage of accessible games, here is evidence that I have an audience of people who are looking for coverage of accessible games. showing that you have something in mind. Maybe start by pitching to smaller creators. Like if you find like small independent like little indie projects from like Polish studios, that might be a good starting place because they won't have as high of a set of expectations about what kind of numbers they need to see for it to be worthwhile for them taking part. Even if you're largely filling it with smaller projects because you have a smaller audience, treat those games like they're big, huge announcements, like they're a big deal. Make the developers that agree to be a part of what you're putting together, make them feel really special. Make them feel like they're a big deal because they said yes. And it might not take off straight away. Like the first year I tried to make the AA showcase, it didn't come together. Be persistent, do what you can, grow it little by little, and yeah, I think it's very reasonable to make something like that. I think you just have to sort of recognize what you currently have that you can use to show what you're doing, and sort of build up an audience on the thing you want to be promoting, and be aware of like what size of game developers are likely to. Is it likely to be a mutually beneficial thing when you're starting out? Right. This is. Ooh, it's a convenience store right around the corner from where we need to be. That's probably the one. I bet that's the one we need to go to. The one that's literally right around the corner from the destination. Fingers crossed, at least. Here we go. Try this one. Hello, do you have fancy chocolates? Do ramen, bento. It's gonna be that one or the furthest one. Yeah, you might be right. And here's me juggling work emails now. Okay, yeah, I can answer that later. I gotta organize a meeting. What is it we're after? Confectionery gift box. I'm gonna look up. Where do I need to go for a confectionery? I'm not gonna check every single store. Confectionery gift box. Yakuza 0. It's gonna be the furthest one away. M Store Kamurocho. Which one's M Store Kamurocho? Okay, further north. Okay. It's the only one it's the only major one we haven't been to, of course. Oh, nope. Turn around. Up we go. How did it feel to have to try and wrangle an ADHD brain into a topic on Pogposition this week? And to not have to wrangle an ADHD brain into a topic on Pogposition this week. I still had to wrangle an ADHD brain, it was just my own this time. I started telling a story and then suddenly, oops, 10 minutes went. Where did those 10 minutes go? Oops. I was the ADHD brain not talking about video games for 10 minutes this time. Okay. Confectionery. A box of it. Confectionery gift box. Oh. So, I've talked about the fact I've not been getting paid for any of my Unbound or Boundless books for, like, most of a year now. I've been talking about this. And people have still been buying those books. Like, people have been buying those books and the money's been going into the fucking ether. Which kind of sucks. But it almost kind of feels worth it when I get a message like, the one that I've just seen, which is someone who was like, hey, I literally just read your book and it sucks that you're not getting any money out of it, but I wanted to share my thoughts here and my thoughts on, like, what this book meant to me. And I'm like, I get to feel happy that that book had a positive impact, even if I didn't see any fucking money out of it. But yeah, the person, after reading Gender Euphoria as a book, I'm just going to read a tiny little piece from the end of what they wrote. I've started a Gender Euphoria journal, tracking small moments of enjoying my gender without pressuring myself to attach the word female to them. What about you? Do you feel gender euphoria? And I'm like, oh. Oh. What if the real ADHD was the disorder you had all along? What if it was the disorder I had all along? It was me. I had the ADHD. I have the ADHD that keeps being unmedicated for periods of time. I do deserve to be paid. Thank you, Forever Kite. If only capitalist warlords agreed with me. If only the people who'd been selling my books and stealing my money for the last year agreed with you.
Yeah.
It's fine. I'm working on it. As I say, the audiobook version of Things I Learned from Mara's Butt will be available very soon. It's basically done. I just need to get, like, one rewritten blurb for one contributor. Who Hunts the Whale, we're finally going to do an audiobook of. I know a lot of people heard the first... We did a little preview of the first... We did, like, an audiobook preview of the first chapter, and we put it at the end of a Pog Position episode. I'm going to say, like, nearly 2 years ago, or a year and a half ago. We're actually doing it. We're making a... There's going to be an actual audiobook of Who Hunts the Whale. So for those of you who also have crippling ADHD that's going to stop you sitting down and reading a novel, congrats. You'll be able to hear me and Jane and maybe some other guests reading you a story about corruption in the video game industry. Once we have the time to record one. That's gonna take a minute. That's gonna take a minute to do, but there will be an audiobook of Who Hunts the Whale, and we're very excited for that. Hospinion did some art of Gertrude and Hop meeting again. It's pretty great. Oh, could you link it? I would love to see that.
Kiryu-kun. I hope you've brought me something sweet.
I did.
Yeah.
I brought the box.
Does this one work?
Attaboy. Guess this was kind of a no-brainer, huh? Well, here we are. The Sugita building.
And our squatters hold up somewhere inside?
Right. Let's head on up.
Yeah, let's head in.
Sure. Go on and show me how it's done.
Watch and learn, then. This is the unit. Pardon us! Suji-san, are you in? We're here on behalf of Yamanoi-san. We're here on behalf of Tachibana Real Estate.
Tachibana Real Estate?
And here. It's not much, but I hope you enjoy.
Hey, I didn't say you could come in.
Woo! This place is a style, all right. Gotta say, I do not envy you having to pack all this up on your way out.
On my way out? What's your game here? I'm not leaving if that's what you mean.
Well, that puts us at an impasse. This building was purchased at auction by Yamanoi-san, I'm afraid. It's his now. You've outstayed your welcome here, and it's unfortunately causing trouble for him.
Civic Code
It's like
Article
Brad Pitt.
395.
Huh?
If you're in real estate, you should do your homework. In the case of mortgaged property, short-term rental tenants are legally protected from eviction at the hands of the mortgagee or any subrogated parties.
So I'm just gonna read what he's written here. I do feel like this is a case of you memorize some legalese that doesn't 100% apply to your situation. Short-term rental tenants. I don't think you're a short-term rental tenant if you're not paying rent to the owner of the property. Like, I think there probably is a legal statute he could be quoting. I know in the UK there are, to the effect of, that would justify you can't kick out a squatter. I don't think legal protections for short-term rental tenants would cover you here.
You, understand what that means? The law's on my side here. Got a problem? See what the court has to say.
There's no need to be so high-strung about it. If, say, you agreed to move out willingly, we'd be happy to cover your expenses. Our firm can even help you settle on a new location nearby.
Not interested. I like this spot just fine. Listen, I don't take kindly to you thinking you can walk in and buy me out of my own apartment.
It's not
Interesting
super
choice
yours,
of
though.
words from someone extorting the owner.
I say it's... Look, I want to be very clear before any comments I make during this scene. I am a big believer in squatters' rights and the fact that, like, hey, there's enough homes for every homeless person to be put in a home, like, today. If you took all of the current the businesses and homes that currently are sat completely empty, and you said, hey, you've not got anyone living here, there's a homeless person that doesn't have a place to live, we put the homeless person in the home, we could end homelessness today. I'm a big believer that, hey, if a place is not being inhabited, fucking... yeah, it's homeless people's now. But, you know, devil's advocate that I'm gonna be
Excuse
during
me,
this
you
scene.
prick? That's a very serious accusation.
Hey, Tsuji-san, let's not get heated. Brass tacks? We both know you're trying to cut out a piece for yourself from whatever our client stands to make flipping this slum.
Sounds like his problem, not mine. I'm done talking to middlemen. The owner knows where to find me. Okay?
In that case, why don't you call the Yakuza you're fronting for down here? We'll work this out.
Yakuza? No idea what you're talking about.
Is that so? I asked you nicely to drop the act. Believe me, your benefactor's got plenty of stooges they could park in this sweatbox.
Hello, welcome everyone. Hi, I'm Laura. I'm a variety streamer here on Twitch. We're currently playing Yakuza 0. It is the chronologically earliest Yakuza game. We're playing as Kiryu. He's a sweet little bean who for some reason wants to be part of the crime family doing crimes. He got framed for a crime. He's now got to do real estate and find out who owns the vacant lot that all the criminals are after to get back into the crime family. But also it's very silly and we do karaoke. Currently there's a man squatting in a property and we're trying to like talk him into leaving because we gotta work for the real estate people to find out the secrets of crime. That's the most I can do a summary right now. We're playing the guy in the background whose head you can sort of see poking from the back. He's learning how to do quote unquote real estate, by which I mean convince a homeless man not to squat on a property.
Hell does that mean?
Our client has more important things to do than indulge this pathetic little hustle. Pass that along, and tell them Tachibana Real Estate was here. They'll get it.
That's big talk for a fucking real estate outfit.
Maybe so. Just give him the message for me. Tsuji-san.
Oh, that Dice Funk fan art you've just linked is adorable. Very tall Gertrude, very small Hop. I am a fan of this dynamic. Mystic the Dark Elf says, I've never seen this game in English. Ingimade says, while hearing this with an English dub. Yeah, so currently the English dub for this only exists on Switch 2. The more modern Yakuza games, like everything from Like a Dragon onwards, which is like Yakuza 7 when they rebranded. So like everything from when they started doing the RPG ones onwards has been English dubbed. This is the first one of like the old ones. I say this is the first old one they've dubbed. Back in the day, the PS2 versions of Yakuza 1 and 2 had an English dub. Not this English dub. And it's not in any of the like Kiwami 1 and 2 or anything. Did you know Mark Hamill is a voice in the PS2 English dub of Yakuza? Let me find a clip of Mark Hamill in the Yakuza dub quickly, for reference. He voiced Majima? I think it was Majima he voiced. Mark Hamill... Let's find a Mark Hamill Majima clip quickly.
Who the hell are you?
That was impressive, Kazuma-chan.
Kazuma? Aniki. You mean...
Yeah. Kazuma Kiryu-chan. The dragon of the Dojima family.
It's been a while.
Yeah, he does not remember doing this voice role. He's been asked about it, he does not remember doing it.
Majima-san.
It is just the Joker, his performance.
Relax. I hear you're trying to start your own family. Oh yeah. That bar over there? That's where your girl works.
There you go. I keep forgetting this isn't a VOD. I mean, you can pause it like a VOD on YouTube if you want, Forever Kite. Yeah, that is indeed Mark Hamill in Yakuza.
Seems like things got kind of uneasy at the end there. What happened to your lessons in business etiquette?
It's all about choosing the right tool for the job. Besides, that moron upstairs isn't our real target. Step one was making him flinch so that he'll bring them to the bargaining table.
And by them, you mean whatever Yakuza he's got in his corner?
Uh-huh. Remember, end of the day, everyone's just trying to get rich. Once you wipe away the pretenses, people can be pretty reasonable.
What do they want?
You ask some stupid questions sometimes.
Who's the
dude.
voice actor for Kiryu in this game? Because I know that Yong Yi voiced him in
Opponents
Infinite
are
Wealth.
surprisingly punctual.
I believe it's still Yong Yi in the Yakuza 0 dub. They reuse a lot of the Infinite Wealth and Pirate Yakuza voice cast. There's a couple of really odd casting choices they make in the Yakuza 0 dub. Ichiban, the protagonist of the RPG games, he is a major voice role in Yakuza 0 of a character that isn't Ichiban. So it's really weird hearing Ichiban's voice come out of a different character. But yeah, I believe it's still Yong Yi. I believe Matt Mercer is Majima in Yakuza 0 still, yes. I think it is largely the Infinite Wealth English dub cast. Also, apologies that I've tried to micromanage booking work clients mid-cutscene. It's been a week.
Heard those Tachibana real estate guys? Heard Yamanoi-san must have reached out to you.
Did you know?
Relax, we're only here to help. That squatter in the building must be a problem for him.
Yeah, could say that.
And we're on the case. Step aside. We'll go chat with the guy and get him out of your hair.
How thoughtful. Do you have a price in mind? If my partner and I were to retain your services?
All about the bottom line, huh? Guess that's the Kamurocho real estate industry for you. Let me think. At a rough estimate, $7 million will do. That building's gonna net the new landlord at least $100 million in profit once it's sold.
Nah, that's above what he
7% tax on
was
that
willing to
seems
agree
fair.
to. $5 million was his upper limit.
Guy lives in a pigsty for a week and it costs $7 million to kick him out?
I don't think Troy Baker
I
voices
think I'm
anything
the
in
wrong
this.
line of work.
Let me find out. Give me a
We're
sec.
both doing just fine, way I hear it. You realtor con artists are earning hand over fist lately.
Even if that were true, I don't see why we should have to share. How about you boys go have your talk with your pal inside? Gratis.
Huh. And why should we?
Let me find out if
Because
Troy Baker
otherwise,
is in here.
It's going to hurt. Right, Kiryu-kun?
Oda, you just... Was this the plan from the very
David
start?
Hayter's in here?
Well, yeah. Why? Don't you dare tell me this is too overwhelming for your first day in the office.
No. Nothing I can't
I do
handle.
not see a Troy Baker in this. Troy Baker does not appear to be in this game. For once, Troy Baker is not in a voice cast.
Waste of time.
Sorry, yeah,
You
it's
amateurs
Nish. Yeah,
insist on
Nishiki.
making this difficult.
Ichiban
I should
voices
warn you that
Nishiki.
our quote is going up fast.
How much will it run us now?
Call it another 3. 10 million and a broken jaw.
How about no million and no broken jaw? Oops. We're out of the cutscene. I gotta beat these guys up. Stop trying to extort me. Oh. Bet you wish you'd quoted lower now, sir. Oh, you're down. Come on. Where's the remaining one? Is it even legal to not put Troy Baker in your video game? You gotta, like, dangle something like jingly keys in another room to distract him from the fact you're recording voice lines for a game. Otherwise, he will find out and he will insert himself into the game. You gotta have like a distraction team to keep him out of your voice cast.
I'll remember this smug fucking look on your faces.
Hey.
And I
we're
remember the
family
kicked-in
otherwise.
teeth in your faces.
We're Tojo Clan, the Taihei Association.
Taihei, huh?
I don't know if we're gonna hear
So
David
you're his
Hayter.
man. Hiroki Awana.
I don't know if we're gonna hear him
one
anytime
of the
soon.
Dojima family lieutenants.
Then you know who you're dealing with. Not somebody you want as an enemy. There's a shitstorm coming your way.
Hooray! I have booked a meeting to talk about some consulting
Kamurocho's
work
got more Yakuza
next
than
week.
stars in the
Yeah.
sky. Just our luck. Those goons had to be Dojima family. That makes things messier.
That's okay. I'm going to eventually be the Dragon of Dojima. It's probably fine.
Oh, well.
At some point in the
We were bound
future.
to cross paths once we started going after the empty lot. Maybe this can serve as our introduction, hmm?
There we go. Hooray! I love booking in meetings to maybe have potential
my
work.
favorite woodworm. Yeah. Assuming your plans haven't changed, I'd be happy to continue negotiations with you.
Hey,
Yeah, no, it's
that shouldn't be
Can see
necessary.
for yourself what happened to the cavalry you called in.
He's left the
Susan-san.
building.
You're all alone now. Care to make a
Look,
stand?
I don't know if Japanese squatting law is the same as it is in the UK, but if this were the UK, the fact that that squatter is not physically inside the building right now, you fucking did your job. You go stand in that doorway and go, no, you're not in the building, you can't come in. He's fucked. Like, he only has squatters' rights so long as he is inside and never not inside that building. There's gotta be someone squatting on the building at all times to maintain squatters' rights. Like, at this point, he's walked outside. This is why, if you're squatting a place, you need to have at least 2 people so someone can, like, go to get food and stuff and bring it back and that there is always someone there. You've lost your squatters' rights.
no, sir. No, that's okay.
That's good. In that case, I'll expect you out of the building by morning.
No!
Don't drag your feet now. No telling what Kiryu-kun might do if he
Look,
sees you
again, personally, I am a believer that homeless people should be able to squat in buildings. But, like, from a logistical standpoint, if you are Kiryu and Associate, you don't go, okay, we expect you out of the building by morning. You go, well, you're out of the building now. No, you're not going back in, because if you go back in overnight, we gotta do this whole song and dance again. There's a chance you might just stay again. These people do not know how to get rid of squatters, which I'm thankful for, I guess. I don't know. If you're going to be a jerk and kick squatters out of buildings, you've got to at least know how to do it correctly.
This is how a businessman operates.
Yes, landlords are all bastards, but, like, if you're going to be a bastard
Don't
landlord...
look at me. It was
No,
President
no, how?
Tachibana who taught me everything I know. Well, not a bad night's work, all things considered. Feeling okay? It must be refreshing for you. Easy job like this. Plus, you get the satisfaction of helping the elderly.
Mystic the Dark Elf says, these homeless people are paid to squat in buildings that people live in to harass them and make them uncomfortable. No, we're talking about a different thing. That was happening at one of the other buildings. This guy was being paid just to be in the building and to claim squatters' rights, which I'm going to say something radical and leftist here. If a homeless person is able to squat in an unused building and have a roof over their head, a building that isn't needed by the landlord, like, as a place to live, is just a profit-making venture for the landlord, and that the landlord can manage without that profit-making flip venture. Because, like, that's all this is. The person who owns this only wants it so that he can sell it for more profit. In a situation like that homeless person's got a roof over their head and has someone paying them to be there with a roof over their head. To me, that's great. That's got a homeless person off the street and earning money. If the only victim in that is a landlord who won't get to flip a house for 100 million yen profit, fuck that landlord. You did not need that property. You're not doing anything other than artificially raising housing prices, and I would far rather that homeless person be paid to sit there. What? Terra says, what? That sounds like communism, and I say this without full confidence, without checking what communism is. This information does lampoons and Reddit posts about squatting in England. Look, I might not be 100% correct, but I believe that's the case. I believe, like, the big rule about squatting in the UK is, like, always have someone on the property. I remember when people were doing this in Italy, they cut the water to try and get them out, and people had to sneak supplies to them. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, Yeah, I'm more impressed they shut up as quickly as possible, yeah. Squatters' rights, it's basically just... They can make your living conditions fairly uncomfortable. There's a limit to how... It depends on where you're at. In some places, it is illegal to do things like shutting off the power, shutting off the water, deliberately to try and force the squatters out, because you are deliberately creating inhospitable living conditions, and that's not a thing you're allowed to do to people. That's the main one, is you've basically gotta... You gotta keep hunkered down.
I didn't join the Yakuza because it was easy, or to earn anyone's gratitude.
What are you trying to say? Oh. You're still thinking you'll go back when all this is behind you.
I haven't really thought that far ahead.
Fair enough.
Are we done? What comes next?
Now that the squatter's moving out, I guess we should have you report to the old man. After you take care of that, why don't you meet me over at Serena? It's close by, on Tenkaichi Street.
Serena? Never been.
You'll like it. It's cozy. No need for the scowl. I'm inviting you for a drink. It's how businessmen celebrate a job well done. And don't worry, I'll pick up the tab.
So yeah, I double-checked this. The situation in the UK is that you can't squat in a residential property. But in a non-residential property, like a commercial building, squatting is not a crime. So, like, in the case that guy was doing there, that appeared to be a non-residential building that was being flipped. You could see from the fact that it was all shelvings and supply cupboards and stuff in there. It was not designed to be a home. I don't know if Japan's rules are the same, but in the UK, it would not be a crime to be squatting in that building. Damaging the property would be. So as long as you are not damaging the property while you're in it, it would not be illegal to squat on that property. Also, if you've never heard about it before, fun fact, the UK has something called adverse possession, where if squatters occupy a property, either residential or non-residential, for a prolonged period of time, either 10 or 12 years, depending on some factors, they may be able to claim full legal ownership through adverse possession. Now, this is not like exactly the same as squatters' rights. This isn't, I'm going to go squat on a property and just by being there physically for 10 years, it's mine. Basically, you have to live there for 10 years, demonstrate that you have done so and you haven't hidden the fact you're doing so, and that the property owner has not made an attempt to remove you during that 10 years. You also have to be able to demonstrate that you have acted as the true owners of the property, so, like, you have maintained its upkeep, you've maybe, like, you know, a few years in started doing the place up, renovating it. You have to do things to go, you have acted to take care of the property the way that the property owner would. So if you can find, like, an abandoned piece of property that, like, it does not seem like the owners are paying attention to, if you squat there for 10 years, you can get yourself a free house, maybe. In America, the original owners still have to pay the squatters' power and water use. It's not covered by the city or state. Yeah, that's the case in a fair few places. That you cannot legally, like, you can't deprive squatters of basic necessities.
I didn't expect you to be so generous.
Ah, I'm hurt. If it helps, think of it as compensation for having to find Yamanoi-san on your own. He's a hardcore bowler, owns his own ball, that kind of thing. And check over by Mock Bowl. He's probably hanging out there.
Am I gonna get to do a bowling minigame,
Mock
maybe?
Okay, got it.
Can I do bowling?
Great. See you in a few.
Yes, as I thought, in the UK it's basically as long as one of your group stays on the property the full time without a pause, there's very little that can be done to kick you out. Okay, where am I heading? I'm heading this way. I should find a save point along the way. No, can I not go this way? I'm trying to... Oh, do I have to get a taxi to Mark Bowl? Oh, I gotta go specifically this way. Oh, you wanted me to trigger whatever this cutscene is, I see.
Yamanoi's too stubborn for his own good. Guy's barely holding on anyway. His portfolio's got more pocket lint in it than property these days. Goddamn goat keeps kicking, though, even after everything you throw at him. You can say that again. But I'm staying chill. Those bruised ribs should remind him what he's worth. Like that'll try any more shit.
Ooh.
Once that old arthritic's out of the game, that whole patch of
How
city is
rude,
yours, she tells us.
man of wealth.
Everyone will know it as the realm of the Leisure King.
I'm not a fan of man of wealth, or toady.
I like the sound of that. Very nice. Soon, the rest of the 5 billionaires will all be lining up to kiss my ring.
The Leisure King? 5 billionaires?
What the? Hey, dumbass. Watch where you're standing. Take it easy, young blood. I hit my quota of beatdowns today. Doctor's orders are to rest these knuckles.
Yeah.
After all, I've got a reputation for magnanimity. Go in peace, my brother. As they say, a rich man never quarrels.
Yeah, but I'll quarrel with a rich man, though. I did play Dave the Diver. I enjoyed that game a hell of a lot. I got real addicted to it for a while.
Don't ever get in my way again.
Can I? Am I allowed to beat that man up? I would like to beat that man up, please. Come on, bowling. I wanna do bowling.
Yamanoi-san.
Oh no! Oh no, they beat up Yamanoi-san!
Hey, what happened?
Kiryu-san, how did things go?
Yeah, 50 hours over 4 days sounds reasonable.
Yeah, it's all scored away. Forget that. Are you all right? Do you need a doctor?
No, I'll be fine. Could you just help me to the Sugita building?
Of course.
Oh no, we have even worse landlords. Yeah, not a residential building.
I'm sorry to have asked that of you. Thanks for the help.
Yeah, I want to get
Thanks
to
for
the end of that
getting
side
me
quest. I
through
want to beat up the
and
billionaires.
resolving the matter with the squatter.
Don't mention it.
Look, I'm only not beating
More
you up
importantly,
because they
are
seem
you
like
sure
worse
you're okay?
billionaires.
Yes.
Worse
really,
landlords.
Not to worry. It was nothing too severe. Ooh.
Help me understand. Who did this to you?
It was, I suppose you could call them a conglomerate trying to drive me out of business. For some time now, I've been refusing their demands. Old fool that I
Come on,
am.
real estate minigame. Let me do real estate.
These guys you're talking about. How should I put this? Do they include someone who calls himself the Leisure King?
Huh? Kiryu-san, have you heard of him?
Sort of.
I met him. He
Just
was a
before
dick.
I found you, I bumped into him on the street. His lackey was talking about you by name. I didn't like what they were saying. It sounded rough.
I see.
What's going on? Who are these people?
The Leisure King's a tycoon who made his fortune running pachinko parlors and the like. Entertainment and attractions. Now, he's one of the 5 billionaires.
That's too many billionaires.
5 billionaires. He mentioned that.
5 men, entrepreneurs, who move more money around Kamurocho than
Which
any
I know
other
a billion isn't
criminal or otherwise.
quite as bad in Japan.
There's the Leisure King.
It's still
Him
too much
you've
money.
met. Then the Pleasure King, the Electronics King, the Gambling King.
Oh,
and
can
the
I be the
Media
Pleasure King?
Self-styled royal.
I could be the
who
pleasure.
snatched up
I'll be
nearly
the
every
pleasure
property in
queen.
the
Oh,
district.
hello.
And when overwhelming capital doesn't get the job done, they resort to violence and extortion through the use of the thugs they have on retainer.
I'd never heard of him before tonight. I had no idea.
Between them, they have Kamurocho divided into 5 areas, dominions held by their respective kings.
I'm taking these
Leisure
off.
King
They're
in
causing head
particular
pressure
has his
tonight.
sights on me.
I'm too
Because my
autistic
assets
to wear
are
my
coming in
glasses
from a
today.
total monopoly of the area around Tenkaichi Street. As you know, I have a few modest holdings in this part of town. He would very much like to relieve me of them, forcefully, if necessary.
Oh, yeah.
I get the picture. I thought he had a
I hate
personal
wearing my
vendetta against
glasses
you,
with
but
headphones because the
he only wants
headphones
the
push the
property you
glasses
own.
into my temples. It's not
What I
fun.
don't understand, though, is why. What makes a monopoly so important?
Profit, of course. Acquisition. To men like the billionaires, wealth is a game.
Hey, you don't get. You're a
Enough.
landlord. You
In
don't
this
get to
outrageous
criticize
booming economy,
billionaires.
Even the paltriest business can provide incredible return. We live in the largest, most lucrative pleasure district in Asia. Money's growing on
You don't get to be
trees
like,
and
oh, they're
Kamurocho
just
is a
treating
timber
money like a game to win. Anyway, I'm planning to earn 100 million yen by flipping this building I don't need.
In my
You're just salty you're not, you haven't made it that high yet.
is want to see the world around him as a chess.
You're sad you don't have the high score,
And
it
property
sounds
becomes
like.
its pieces. What about the people? Workers and tenants trying to get by. They're stuck in this game too.
This game is really
Still, the
drilling up
building
the
won't even spare them a
anti-capitalism in me
thought.
tonight.
Little lives, the well-being of the city itself. These
And I
things
bet
are
it's nothing to do with the fact that I
non-issues
got fucked over by a
to them.
corporation
I've seen
today.
for myself how many have already been swept into their margins. I wish I could put a stop to it. But who knows if that's even possible? When the economic upswing started, on the surface, things became more prosperous. However, I can't shake the feeling that it's going to come crashing down eventually. When that happens, the timberland becomes deforested and left to waste. There'll be nothing.
Yeah,
there
so
to
you're
take
trying to
root
get
once
your
their
slice of the
gain is over
profit
with.
before that happens.
I've lived a long time and spent the better part of my life here. I love Kamurocho. It breaks my heart to think of it ending up that way. That's why I've been trying to fight them, but there's just not enough strength left
I
in
hate
these
the
old
thought of
bones.
Kamurocho being destroyed by
I've reached my limit.
landlords playing games with money to the point that like there's an economic bust. Me flipping houses and raising the housing market prices myself, that's fine though. They're doing it more. Forever Kite says, can't you sue for the money owed? That would require there to be money to sue for. And last I heard, officially about £600,000 was owed to authors. From a company with zero funds and zero assets with a verging on bankrupt CEO. That's even if the numbers are accurate, which, fun fact, I can't legally prove this, but it sure does seem like perhaps about $30,000 of royalties for Gender Euphoria that should have been paid on US book sales were hidden and underreported to not pay them to me. So I might be owed even fucking more than I thought I was owed when they went bankrupt, and I suspect the same is true for a reasonably large number of other authors. Suspicion, no proof, no evidence, blah blah blah. Which would, if the amount that, like, it seems like I might have been owed is true, the amount that Unbound/Boundless had in debts to authors might be closer to... might be closer to 1.2 million. Which, they do not have that kind of money lying around. It's why they've gone into liquidation. You can't sue for money that isn't there. Like, I'm not gonna squeeze £1.2 million out of a stone that doesn't have any money in it. Yeah. Yeah, back to the game. Terra the Esper says, funny thing is, this guy not seeing himself as the same type of person is realistic for this type of person. Oh, 100%. These kind of landlords see what they're doing and what, like, billionaires do as completely different. I'm doing the good kind of market manipulation, etc.
Don't talk like that.
But yeah, there's a
This
reason
isn't easy to hang
it's
on
not
for
as
a
easy as
second.
just sue them and get the money.
I can't bear it either.
There's
The
no
thought of
money
Kamurocho
to
being
get.
razed to the ground, all for their greed.
Believe me, if I could, I'd try to take back the streets like a young man. But I can't defend myself, much less Kamurocho. Look at me. The
He wants
five
me to go
billionaires
beat-
have more money
he
than
wants
I
me to
could
beat
dream
people up
of,
for
and no
him.
compunction when it
Go
comes to
do
using
fights on
force.
behalf of the landlord.
Sooner or later, I'll be ruined.
Damn it. There's really nothing we can do about them?
You could be my beat-up squad. You could beat them up for me so I can keep capitalism
Maybe
in.
there is something we can do.
Yeah? What's that?
Kiryu-san, it's you.
Me?
You've got the strength to match their muscle, and I can tell you believe in justice. Furthermore, You have a talent for conflict resolution, even altruism.
So I should
The
work
squatter
for the
that was here,
landlord?
you did everything I couldn't, quickly, and with no recompense. I was blind not to see it sooner. You could step up to the plate. This room, it was originally an office, and it needs a new manager.
Lauren Yellingham, yes, they finally done an English dub of this. Only on Switch 2. There is only currently a Switch 2 English dub. So anything from Like a Dragon onwards or Yakuza 0, now English dubbed. And I'm hoping that the Switch 2 patches for Kiwami 1 and 2 will also have English dubs on them. So Kiwami 1 and 2 might have English dubs as early as November. I think this is it. It's the business management
Sorry,
minigame.
but you're giving me way too much credit. I'm not equipped for this. I have no business experience.
Rule Spider, you're right that Kiryu shouldn't work for this landlord, but you know what my counter-argument would be? Business minigame. And I fucking love the business minigames in the Yakuza series. They're always the best part of the game.
Experience can hinder as much as it helps.
Let me
Believe me
lose
on that.
20, 30
Besides,
hours to a
you
business
wouldn't be on your
minigame.
own. I'll be with you every step of the way.
God, the business minigame
In
in Like a
support.
Dragon was great.
After all, why did you join a real estate agency? For a young broker like you, this could be the opportunity of a lifetime.
Kiryu the
Even if you
Landlord
would,
Simulator.
So be it. Without your help, it's only a matter of time before the billionaires end up crushing me anyways.
Stop. You don't know anything about me.
Landlords are
What you're
terrible
looking
until
for-
I get to be
There are
one.
plenty of others.
I've been around much longer than you have, Kiryu-san. Good men aren't so easy to find. More than that, I've got other reasons to trust you. Reasons you're not aware of.
Such as?
That's cryptic as fuck.
Kiryu-san, you're acquainted with a man by the name of Shintaro Kazuma, are you not?
What?
Yeah?
You grew up in the orphanage he ran, I was told.
Oh,
If
that's
you forgive my presumption,
that's my
I imagine
Yakuza
that
boss.
made him something of a father
That's
figure
my
to you.
dad, yeah.
To that point, your gratitude towards him is what led you to pledging yourself to the Dojima family, a way to honor your debt to the man who raised you.
Forever Kai, I don't blame anyone who prefers the Japanese dub, but here's the thing. I have real bad ADHD, and having an English dub just makes me not go, I tuned out for half a second and missed what's happening. You give me an English language track alongside the text, and I pay way better attention.
How? Where did you get all of this?
From someone who knows I'm in need of a person I can trust. Someone who gave you his highest recommendation.
Mr. L, I do think the next two games are getting... I might be wrong. My expectation is that the next two games are being dubbed when they get a Switch 2 release in November. I think they talked about additional language options, which to me read as we're continuing to dub them.
Tachibana?
He shared your story with me. Every fascinating detail.
Okay, so
Rest assured, he swore
our
to
entire
secrecy, of course.
Kiryu's entire life story has just
So
been
what are you
shared
getting
with this
at?
man. Okay.
Has Tachibana signed off on this crazy proposal of yours? You're saying he's on board?
That's right. He believes, like I do, that in light of your upbringing, you would be perfect to take on this challenge.
Wait. From the way you're talking, it sounds like you know Kazuma-san personally. Have you ever met?
On the Twitter post, they only talked about new languages
Now
for the
that's what you might
subtitles.
call ancient history. We haven't really got the time to venture into those dusty memories, but suffice
Come
it
on,
to say,
give me dub. Give me English
there's
dub.
no one in this world I trust more than that man.
100% like an English voice dub is an accessibility thing for me with a game of this length.
Let it speak for itself that I'm willing to wager my fortune on the boy he raised, who admires him as I do. Truth be told, you remind me of him in his youth. Your eyes shine with the same clarity.
Yeah, see, for me,
Can I ask
Forever Kite, it's
Will you do this for Kamurocho when the city needs
yeah.
you most?
If it's just text and like the dialogues in Japanese, I will read. I'll read button mash, And if I'm just reading, I start skipping. I start skimming too fast and not taking it in. I click past and then go, wait, I didn't take that in. If you give me the information in two forms at once, I'm way less likely to just miss it.
All right. If you're really that sure, I'll try.
Also,
something to learn from, at least.
For streaming, an English dub is way better for me. Because it means I can be chatting with chat and not having to read every single line of dialogue in a very text-heavy game out loud, necessarily. And don't get me wrong, I do occasionally really enjoy doing here is all of my voices Twitch playthrough. But if I know I'm going to be streaming this for like 20 plus sessions of stream, sometimes I'm not in the mood to be doing a voice acting session when I stream. And an English dub, I'm like, I can let them, they can read it out.
Just don't blame me when it falls apart.
Of course not. I'm honored to be working with you, Kiryu-san.
Yeah, there is a reason that, like, when the RPG games started coming out is roughly when I started streaming these. English dub really helps. Okay, let's get you up to speed on the basics of the business. Yes, we're doing the business minigame. Here's the thing, I like doing the voice. If I have the English dub, I can do the voices for, like, segments like this. I can do the voices for, like, little periods of time and then let the game take over again. I don't have the pressure if I've got to do the voices the whole stream. It's a bit distracting with the place in such a shambles. I'll call my secretary to help me straighten up. Secretary? Didn't know you had one. Oh, yes, I'll introduce you later. She's quite the charmer, and I think you'll agree, Kiryu-san. So, can I ask you to step out for a bit while I put the office together? Shouldn't take too long. Leave the non-dubbed games to the short and silly short and tight visual novels so Laura can do silly voices, but not for too long so it's too draining. Right, that's it. Give me, give me something that's, like, a couple of hours long. I will happily sit and do silly voice acting. And look, I'm not opposed to doing voice acting in longer stuff. Being Frank Westerly in, what was it, Season 4 of Dice Funk, doing this voice, week in, week out. I enjoy a little bit of voice acting. Okay. Yes, I very much enjoyed the season I did. Leo Moira Melbeck. It was a lot of fun to do. I'm gonna be honest, I should find another character in Dice Funk that I can really commit to a good silly voice with. It's been a while. It's been a while since I've done a character that's really involved going down the rabbit hole on voices. Hearing the Leah Moira voice is sending me back. It's been a while. Here's the thing. What I need to do is I need to start with a voice that I know I can consistently do week in, week out, and build the character around them. Both Leah Moira and Frank Westerly were built around, I have a voice I know how to do. What's a character that would have that voice? Laura doing drunk gossip tea granny, yeah. So, the Leah Moira voice started as, both me and Jane doing something called the Sherry Ladies, which is just two drunk ladies drinking sherry and talking about, like, usually they would be doing, like, young person activities, so they might be like, oh, yes, I had a wonderful time there the other day. I went skateboarding. I did a 1080 no-scope flip off the half-pipe. It was absolutely bloody wonderful. It was just two old ladies drinking sherry and, like, talking about activities that didn't really fit with the voice. And that became Leah Moira. But, like, I'm thinking of voices that, like, at some point I will probably turn into a Dice Funk character. And I don't have my next season Dice Funk character planned yet, but I'm suddenly thinking maybe this is where I start with the next season character. Maybe I do the, Clive voice. Hello, it's me, Clive. The most boring man on the planet. I once won a grey Peter badge. Blue Peter was a little too colourful for my liking, if I'm honest. I got the Grey Peter badge for successfully filing my tax return. There was a suggestion that the newspaper could have been used for paper mache, but that felt like it would have gotten my hands a little bit too sticky. I drive a Ford Corolla. It gets wonderful mileage out of the tank. If I'm going to turn this into a Dice Funk character, then perhaps he's a barbarian. He swings a big club. His club is very standard issue. I would go into a barbarian rage, but that's a little uncouth. I'm going to go into a barbarian polite assertion. Rar, I'm going to hit you now. If you have filed out that you're getting hit with a club paperwork. See, that's it. It's you start talking in a voice and you see what lands. Like, maybe it's not the man who has to file paperwork before he hits you with his barbarian club and he has a barbarian polite disagreement with you. Clive the Barbarian I do like. What else could Clive be? We're doing I've just the ADHD struck. I've decided we're doing Dice Funk character building here. Hello, it's me, Clive. I probably wouldn't be called Clive. I'd be called something like, if he was the Barbarian, I'd be, and you know what, I say that now, Clive the Destroyer would be pretty funny. But instead I could be, a cleric that's, you know, again, I like the idea that what if a character I am, I'm filing copious amounts of paperwork. Perhaps I am a warlock who files all of the correct paperwork with my warlock deity before I get my spells. So I don't get to fire a fireball unless I have filled out the prerequisite P930X form requesting one gift of fireball from my cleric. I have filled out the requested form. I don't actually believe in the patron that I serve, and the patron knows this, but I did file the requisite paperwork, so he's kind of unfortunately required to grant me those spells. I do feel like paperwork has to be key to it. I do like spellcaster of some kind that doesn't believe in the deity but did file the correct paperwork. So, like, it's not about level of devotion. I don't genuinely believe, but I've demonstrated devotion because I did the paperwork, and no one does the paperwork. You have to be devoted to doing the paperwork is devotion. Right? Clive, because here's the thing, Clive the Warlock really works in two different directions. Either you have the world's most boring patron, or you have, like, the most terrifying devourer of souls. Like, Cthulhu's, like, written by Lovecraft, who's racist, but, like, I like the idea of, like, no one else has that warlock patron, because anyone else, like, loses their fucking mind when trying to interface with this patron. But Clive's like, well, you see, I filled out the do not lose my mind when interacting with the patron form, and as long as every 3 to 5 business days I resubmit my do not lose your mind to the patron paperwork, unfortunately, there's not much that he can do to claim my sanity. Right? Like, that's fun. I like the idea of Cthulhu isn't allowed to take my sanity because I did file every 3 to 5 business days. I do file the I'm allowed to keep my sanity paperwork. See, this is where Dice Funk characters come from. I just sit and futz around with shit. Sometimes it leads to buff bodybuilding religious fish. Sometimes it leads to dragon that collects human thingamajigs. Clive eventually fights injustice in a game about people getting enslaved because they have magic and there are barely any POC because fighting gods is more realistic, apparently. Yeah. Yeah. But yes, the Clive voice needs to be used for a character. And part of me is like, I think that might be next season's gimmick. But I don't know what other voices I have that, like, I'm itching for an excuse to use. Anyway, I'm supposed to be... What am I doing? Go for a stroll, come back. See, I try and avoid, like, regional accents because I'm too much of a white person to be, I'm too much of a British white person to be doing, like, national accents, because my country did a hell of a lot of colonialism, and, there are very few accents that would not come off as racist for me to do. And I'm very aware of that, and that's fine by me. Like, I could maybe get away with stereotypical French. German could maybe get away with it, but again, I like finding things that I'm not rooted in. I'm doing a country accent. Unless I'm doing a regional accent that is relevant to my own life, such as if I did the, I was born in Dorset, in the south of the UK, which has a reputation of farmers. So I could do the Dorset farmer. I could do a ooh, ow, ow. I come from down in Dorset. Come from down Dorset. Working on the farms. I don't know what sort of adventure this would be, but, you know, I was down in Dorset. What are voices I have on hand that are like, this is what I could see myself doing. I would need, at some point I want to do, it's the Winston Churchill, it's the sort of, very barony, right wing billionaire toff voice. A little bit of a sort of an angry repetition to the voice. It's we're going to war. We're either going to war or we're going to make a lot of money. It's a little bit Boris Johnson, it's a little bit Winston Churchill. I feel like that could be interesting, but I would need the right kind of character that, like, a party wouldn't just kick out instantly. This character would be smoking a cigar at all times. It would be, I don't know, a sort of, what's a character that could be fun out of that? Again, I think if I was going to go that route, I would have a lot of the same instincts as I did with Clive Westerly, where I would want this to be like, I would want this to be in contrast. I would want this almost to be like a very soft, dainty character. No, I need to lean into the capitalism. Well, that's the thought. I could do this and lean very lefty, but then that's sort of treading on the toes of the brutal justice warriors, which is sort of what I ended up becoming Frank Westerly a little bit. I think this would need to be sort of I like the thought of this being a ranger, like a stealthy character, maybe some sort of character who's meant to be going unnoticed. I'm just sort of paying people money not to pay attention to me. What's a character class that I can, maybe I go something very high charisma. I could be a character with high charisma. I do a lot of skill checks, a lot of deception checks. A lot of this is me just sort of bullshitting my way through problems. I have never met a problem I couldn't just sort of talk my way around. Yeah, like, I don't know what. I used to own a lot of land. But, you know, the peasants educated me on ideas of cooperative ownership, and I realised I'd been quite the bastard, honestly. I'd been quite the bloody bastard. And like that, I kind of like the, billionaire landlord who learnt that, like, unions were good. And he's not, like, 100% on it. His heart's in the right place. But he is going to sometimes get to the right conclusions for the wrong reasons. Like, Oh yes, 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 yes. We need to do unions so there's collective power of the workers. Now, obviously, that should include the CEO, and they should have like a slightly bigger voice because they are slightly more important. But everyone else should also get a voice in the company because they're also important. Like he almost gets the lefty position. He's learning. Yeah, we've never found a more powerful magic than my credit card. Oh, no, honestly, have we? Have we? Oh, no, 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 no. The... Ooh, one sec. Ooh, yes. Oh, I just got incredibly good news. And I think someone else might have just gotten that incredibly good news. I can't tell you what the incredibly good news I just got is, but I can tell you this. I just got a work project approved that almost entirely by itself pays for the fucking money that my book publisher stole from me this year. I can say that. The last, like, 8 or 9 months of me getting fucked over by my book publisher and having to scrimp and save money and eat into my savings because money that I earned from my books just didn't get paid, that I was really relying on showing up. Did I just fucking summon this by doing the capitalist landlord voice? I pretended to be the fucking capitalist landlord, and in response, the universe was like, here you go, here's like an incredibly well-paid accessibility job. God, I need to congratulate myself with that fucking voice now. Apologies that I've gotten entirely sidetracked from playing Yakuza. Oh, yes, I did it. I got approved for a job. I am going to make so much bloody money. I'm going to make such an absolute killing from this job. It's going to pay for the next, 9 months of my work is going to get paid for by one bloody job. It's going to be bloody good work, isn't it? Doesn't bear thinking about how wonderful this is going to be for my bank account. Oh yes. I tricked the god of capitalism. I tricked capitalism into thinking I should get paid money. I hope you will forgive me taking like 2 minutes to finish reading this email. Yeah, this, like, no joke. The next, 6 to 9 months, I don't have to stress about finding work projects. Like, this is gonna carry me through into next year, work-wise. This one project absolutely is the thing I needed today. Today is the day it finally got confirmed I'm not getting that fucking book money. This project getting approved today genuinely fucking fixes everything, and that's... Oh, that's fucking made my night. I'm probably gonna cut the stream a little early tonight just so I can do the paperwork involved in this. Oh, sorry, One day Laura will pull off a Sean Connery impression, but it's not going to be so much James Bond as it's going to be in the throes of old age, old mage mentor who always picks the wrongest spell. I like that. I can't say what it is. I can only say a single very well paid work project has just been greenlit. I can tell you this. Prior to this, you know, the biggest single work projects I've done, financially, I think I can say are like the video games I've done work on. I got credited on both Life is Strange Double Exposure and Dragon Age the Veilguard. Those were, I think I can say those were the two single best paid like individual work projects I've done in the past. This email I've just gotten is like multiple times bigger than the biggest work project I've ever done for a single project. That's about what I can say. I'm going to thank this voice now. I pretended to be a bloody capitalist, and capitalism respected my hustle, respected my desire to engage in capital. Okay, I've got to do something before the game will let me, like, go back. Is Laura going to be hired to woke up another game and make Twitter dwellers unhappy? I can't even say. For all you know, I've just been hired to make the sequel to Silk Song. I'm going to be making even silkier song.
No.
Oh, say, buddy, hold up. I'm doing this voice now. It's my good luck voice. Hey, buddy, hold up.
What?
Who are you? No, just the messenger. You're Kiryu-san, right? There's a place you need to go. Someone's waiting for you. Who is it? Can't you guess? Someone from the Dojima family. Okay, well, tell them if they want to see me, they can come see me themselves. They told me you'd say that. They're Dojima family, but not your enemy. Just go see them. You'll see. Anyway, that's the message. I already got paid to bring it to you. Don't even worry about it.
Hey.
Hold on a second. You didn't say where. Where's this Dojima family guy waiting? Oh, right. Well, I was careless. They're at the batting cages. That's the whole message delivered this time. I did it. Okay. I'm gonna be riding high tonight. Is this the back of the batting cages? I'm gonna get hired to de-woke a video game. That's probably what I just got hired for. I got hired to go in and be like, nah, get rid of all the trans stuff. Don't want none of that. Put more cishet bros in your game. Yeah, Mr. L, I'm curious why they dubbed this one if they're not gonna dub the next couple. Unless it might just be that like the dub content's coming later. I don't know. There's some of these where the dubs come like a few months after release. The down with cis bus, but it's the down with trans bus. Oh, hello, tiny little lad. It can't be. Oh, yes, I'm Clive. See, this is the problem with doing the Clive voice for Dice Funk, is I need to learn how to onboard into the voice without saying, hello, I'm Clive. Did you get my message? I sent for you, Kiryu-san. Mr. Daigo? Master Daigo? Oh, yes, it's been a while. Daigo-kun, who's this guy? Kiryu-kun. He was a part of my family's business, father's family business. I heard he got kicked out for some reason, though. Oh, a former soldier then, eh? Why'd you get the boot? You pop a boner in the boss's office or something? Hey, Daniel Aldridge. Yakuza's been good. We're about to do a business minigame. I'm having a very all over the place day. It was a very bad day, and then it became a very good day. We're having emotions. I'm doing voice acting tonight. It's a day. Oh, what's it matter to you guys? You can leave now. I'm going to hang with Kiryu-kun. Daigo-kun, you said you'd swing for a party at the arcade. What happened to that plan? Oh, I'm Clive. Not another time. Not like that's anything special. Huh? Oh, another email. I'll get more emails about that good thing. Anyway, right. Hmm? Well, you want to make something out of it? Well, never mind, I get it, Daigo-kun. Be seeing ya. Master Daigo, did you need me for something? Oh, come hang out with me. I just felt like hitting the town for a change. Mum says that Dad's way too busy for me right now, so I've got a lot of time to kill these days. No. Well, that's the problem. I could just have him introduce himself every conversation to the irritation of everyone else, but his name would need to be Clive. I would have to name the Dice Funk character Clive to do that. Oh, hello, I'm Clive. Look, what's the matter? You used to play with me all the time, right? Getting kicked out of the family doesn't mean we can't still hang out, does it? Well, if anyone from the family saw us together, things could be bad for you, Master Daigo. It's not a good idea. It's fine. Those spineless grunts don't have the balls to say anything to my face. All they do is talk behind my back. Chill out, Kiryu-kun. You need to let go and have some fun. Come on, I've got enough money to cover us both. Besides, if you're with me, there's no way the family would risk messing with you. You're in real hot water, huh? I need to... Yeah, it's quite a voice to have given the little guy. I need to practice. I need to do more sentences that, like... Because the problem is, this character's written to be a small child. I'm having to fight my instincts to give emotional, to give rise and fall to his voice. A small child is the perfect testbed for, can I fight my urges to have intonation? Okay, we're off. First stop, the arcade. That'll... Oh, I bit my tongue. That'll do. Yeah, I'm making face shapes with my mouth I don't normally make, and apparently my tongue did not know where to be. I just want to hang out with you, Kiryu-kun. I don't really care where. Let's go already. Okay, can we slow down a bit? Hi, can you quit it with that master thing? You can just call me Daigo from now on. You're not a part of the Dojima family, Kiryu-kun. No. You tried to explain Death Stranding to a non-gamer friend. How did that go, Natalie? Consider it a request from a friend, not an order from a patriarch, son. Does that work for you? I've got to sort of keep the stiff upper lip to make this work. Yes, I've got to sort of keep in the nasal range. It's very, speaking from, like, the sides of the mouth. This is sort of how I do this voice. I've got to keep it a little bit nasally, a little bit up here. Now, Kiryu-kun, check that out. What? Yeah, sort of, I almost put, like, the top teeth a little forward for this one. Oh, yes. Have you tried this before? I'm totally hooked on it. I've sunk so much money into these, it's not even funny. What's the reason for the extremely nasally voice? I'm trying to... I do a Dungeons and Dragons podcast every week called Dice Funk. Every 9 months or so, we do a new campaign, new character. Some of my favorite characters have been ones that I've come up with a specific voice for. And usually that starts with a voice I know I can do and that I know I like, and finding a character that builds out of that voice. This is a voice called Clive. Clive is the most boring man on the planet. Clive is, hello, I drive a beige Ford Cortina, and, I don't like salt. It's a little bit spicy for my tastes. That's Clive. And I like the thought of using the Clive voice for a season of Dice Funk. But to do that, I need to get much more comfortable, like, using that voice without starting the sentence with, hello, I'm Clive. Because I usually use hello, I'm Clive to get into the voice, because Clive is that character. That character is Clive. It's very easy to say, hello, I'm Clive, and get into the voice. So I had to give this kid a voice, and now he has the Clive voice while I practice the Clive voice. Yes, exactly. Mr. L, that's a great example of Clive. I'm not a big fan of the pride flag. Not because I'm homophobic, I promise. It's just got a few too many colours for my taste. If you want to do a rebrand of the pride flag with slightly more muted tones, I would very much enjoy it. It's not that it's a bad flag, I'm glad you will like it, but it's a little bit eye-searing for me. You know, maybe on a Saturday night if I've had a cider, maybe I could handle that much colour, but that's a bit much for me. Okay, oh, I'm giving you a demonstration first. Okay, here goes. Well, the problem is that Clive would probably quite enjoy the straight pride flag, because it's black and white and grey, it's very muted. But unfortunately, he recognises he doesn't stand with the message of it. He just, enjoys a slightly more muted flag. I've got to mute myself and say, hi, I'm Clive every time, or make Austin edit every one of them out. Does Clive like the disability pride flag? Let me look at it as I tell you the answer. I want to... Disability pride flag. I need to be, like, looking at it and... Oh, okay. There's a version of the disability pride flag, an older version. It's got sort of lightning strikes on it, and that I don't like. That's very dramatic. It's like the colours are striking lightning out of the sky. I'm not a huge fan. But there's this other one that's sort of a more muted diagonal across a thing. And honestly, I'm a big fan of that one. It's got colour, but the colours aren't, like, turned up to 11 or anything. You know what, yeah, the modern disability pride flag, I do think Clive would enjoy. Oh, what is this bullshit? See, the problem with the Clive voice is it can very easily slip up into Marvin the Martian from Looney Tunes. My sonic eviscerator. Like, it's a hair note more subdued than Marvin the Martian. What is this bullshit? My sonic eviscerator. This... Okay, you shouldn't be dissing the business, Master Daigo. Oh, don't tell me what to do. If I quit now, I've wasted all the money I've used. I didn't tell you to... Didn't I tell you to drop that master stuff? Okay, I'm gonna leave it here for now, the voice. I'm practicing, I'm getting there.
What?
Okay, 300 yen left. Oh god, I have 300 yen to successfully get a thing out of the machine. What toys are in this one? Are they... can I do the machine on the side here? With the top hats. Is that going to be easier, or is the birds going to be easier? Sonic Eviscerator. Yeah, he's a little more up there. He's a little posher. Okay, I'm going to try this machine. been to Japan? No, I haven't. The opportunity came up once and just didn't happen. Might happen someday, but we'll see. Half of my claw is in the prize chute. I don't know if that's going to help or hinder my abilities to do this one. I should probably go for one that's further away. Let's try for one over here. Okay, no good, no good. Oh. Oh, I'm all out of 100 yen coins. Okay. Don't beat yourself up, let's just move on. Well, what are you talking about, Kiryu-kun? We're just getting started. Let's go somewhere else. Not a kiddie place like this, but somewhere kids can't go by themselves. Where do you want to go, kid? Don't ask me to take you to anywhere too bad. Where do you want to go, crime child? You know a place called Asia? The continent we're on? No, it's a bikini bar. No, I'm not taking you to a bikini bar, crime child. How about a telephone club? Or a place you can watch cat fights? A lounge. Fine, I'll buy you a drink.
What?
I thought you ran out of cash. Yeah, 100 yen coins. Plenty of bills, though. You could have turned a bill into more 100 yen coins if you wanted. Okay. I'm sorry. Well, yes, I'm sorry. We can't have children in here. Look, I won't ask you to serve him alcohol. Can you just hang out here a while? I'm so sorry. I really can't help you. There are other guests I have to consider. Yeah, look, I get it. I know where you're coming from. Hello, I'm Clive. Hey, don't you know who I am? I'm sorry, but even if you were the Prime Minister's son, I'm not allowed to let kids in. I'm Clive. I have to do the fucking hello, I'm Clive to get into it. I can't go in and out of different voices back to this one. Hello, I'm Clive. My father's Shuhei Dojima. He's the patriarch of the Dojima family. You want to reconsider that stance? Oh, no, you're joking, right? You're joking, right? No, I'm Clive. If this is a joke, why aren't you laughing? Yeah, he goes very Boris Johnson. If I leave it unchecked, that other voice does just become Boris Johnson. Oh, you want to do business in this town? You better remember my name. It's Daigo Dojima. Yeah, this is the problem with it's going back and forth between these two voices specifically is really tricky because one of them is like very almost up here nasal voice and the other one is it's about as low in the chin as I can get it. I'm going from the sort of stiff upper lip with the Clive voice to the Boris Johnson one where I'm just sort of really rigiding my lower jaw. Indeed, it is one hell of a dump for this game without context, I know. I'm here to have a silly time. Hello, I'm Clive. Yeah, there it is, I'm Clive. Over here, Kiryu-kun, have a seat. Sorry, we won't stay long. Just mix him a oolong tea with some soda or something. You can't be caught serving alcohol to a minor. Hey, how about some girls? Hurry up and send someone over. That's what you do at a lounge, right? But we're at a karaoke lounge. We don't really offer that kind of service. Do you have any sort of rounded hooty voice? Oh, I would need to listen to Hootie to see if I can bring a Hootie out. Give me a second to. Hootie's very. Give me a second to put the Hootie voice on. Because I know Hootie, but I need a reference Hootie. Hootie from the Owl House. It's very up there.
My house has a state-of-the-art defense system.
Hoot hoot! Password, please!
Password, please. No, I do not have a Hootie in me. No, I don't have nearly enough of that very specific resonance.
We got no time for this, Hootie.
No, that's not a voice. I could not get in the realm of a Hootie. I don't work here, but I'm a real-life hostess. How about I attend to you? Yeah. Oh, yeah, Mickey Mouse. It's me, Hootie. Ha ha. No, I can sometimes get a bit of a Mickey Mouse. It's like ha ha. I've got to push myself into that place. And again, I can't start a Hootie with a Mickey Mouse. That's not. It's not going to be sustainable. I'm going to stop the voices for a bit and just get on with the game. I'll show you how fun grown-up talk is, young man. Oh, you're so adorable. Okay, well, you'll have to sit yourself down and be quick about it. Honestly, I probably should have given the small child the Boris Johnson voice. We'll give that a try. Yeah, Daigo having the Boris Johnson might work. Oh my god, you really are the son of the Dojima Yakuza boss? Many of the Dojima family gentlemen patronize our club. But I never knew Dojima-san had such an adorable son. What a cutie. Oh, is that right? Oh, maybe we make her the Sherry lady. Oh, what grade are you in? Maybe you're around my little brother's age. Beats me. Oh, are you grumpy today? Or maybe you're just a little shy around a lady. What? Ew, you're adorable, even when you're pouting. Listen, why don't you get lost? You're annoying me now. Ew, excuse me? You said your little brother's in elementary school. Yeah, right. Don't you mean your son? And what are you trying to pull with this drink? It's just tea with a splash of soda. You think your guests are stupid? How much do you charge for this swill? He's gonna have to be Clive now, I guess. Just because I'm a kid doesn't mean you can screw with me. Just some ugly bag chats me up and I get served fake kiddie shit. Whoa, what a joke. Master Daigo, I asked them to make you that drink. Oh, I know that. Although the hostess was unexpected. Oh, yes, right. The Daigo Dojima I know would never take pleasure in mocking a woman. What's wrong? It's nothing, just... Maybe things turned out this way because nothing ever happens in my life. Anyone who wants to talk to me has an agenda, whether it's money or getting in good graces with my father. I told you not to call me Master Daigo. You're not even in the family anymore. Oh, I'm sorry. Let's blow this joint, Kiryu-san. Keep the change. I'm Clive. Oh, thank you very much. There it is. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Oh, it's fine. Oh, yes. This Daigo kid ain't great. He becomes a little less of a shit as he grows up. Okay, where did Master Daigo go? Oh, he's being threatened by people in balaclavas. Okay. Oh, damn it. Okay, he's being kidnapped. We can deal with that. Where did the kid get kidnapped to? I did not pay proper attention to where they were taking the kid to. Fuck, where were they taking the kid? Is this where the kid is? The Champion District? I think that's the only exclamation mark I have right now. I'm gonna guess yes. Double back, turn left. I'm gonna assume this is where the kid's been taken, I think. ADHD. ADHD. I got one good email, then my brain turned off. ADHD. There he is.
Hey.
Okay, let's... What, 3 of you against 1 kid? Okay, yeah, we can beat these guys up. Look, we probably should let the kid get roughed up a bit before we rescue him, but I'll be good, I'll do the game. Oh, don't fucking tase me. Yes, you do indeed get money for beating people up in this game. It's almost like we're playing as a member of the crime syndicate, the Yakuza. Okay. Kiryu can take off their masks. Let's find out who they are. It's these guys! You were the kids hanging around Master Daigo. Oh, please forgive me. Don't kill me, please. See, that's another fun voice I like. I could do the whiny, nasally, sort of cashier voice. It's the, oh, please don't beat me up. I don't know how much range I have in this voice to do other emotions, but I do enjoy a bit of a whiny little so-and-so. Oh, hide your faces behind masks, will you? Kiryu-kun, these bastards tried to kill me. Don't worry, these punks have no fight left in them, and if they did, they'd never raise a finger against the Prince of Dojima. Now they know who we are. Yeah, side character, and thank goodness you're here, yeah. Are you saying I should let these scumbags go? That's your call, Master Daigo. I won't kill them, but I'll make sure they never walk again. These losers are just like the others I told you about. They only hang around me to mooch off me like mosquitoes. They're scum that sucks up to an elementary school kid, and then jump in when they get pissed. Oh, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Oh, look at them, Kiryu-kun. They've had their masks on. They were having the time of their lives punching and kicking me. You're all brave, didn't you? You'll be glad I'm not going to kill you. Cut it out. I said cut it out, you little punk. Kiryu-kun. I've kept my mouth shut so far, but enough is enough. What's this? You presume to lecture me? You want to be the spoiled rich kid who gets his way by throwing around his father's name. Fine, be my guest. But torturing a defeated foe from a position of safety, that's not right. It's beneath a man. And to me, I can't stand by and watch a man stray so far from what's right. Especially when that man is you, Daigo. You seriously laying a hand on the heir to the throne, Kiryu-kun? You must know what they'll do to you. I don't care. I'd rather face the consequences than watch you go down a path you can't come back from. There we go. Daigo, this will be a lesson you're gonna remember. I'm sorry. Are we going to beat up the child? Okay, no, he cried and we stopped. I really thought we were going to beat up the child for a minute. Oh, yeah, I was happy, though. It's been a really long time since anyone saw me for who I really am and cared enough about me to put me in my place. And I know I needed that. Your father is a Yakuza patriarch. Not many are going to have the balls to treat you like an equal. But if you keep using money in your father's name as a way to get ahead, you'll never meet people who can measure up to you as peers. Also, here's how I would have pitched this. If you want to throw around your dad's name to get what you want, you are going to have to accept that throwing around your dad's name is going to get you kidnapped by thugs. Like, you don't get to have the power that comes with your dad's name without the risk that comes with your dad's name, right? On your feet, Daigo. I'll see you to somewhere safe so you can get home. Oh, I'm done depending. Oh yes, I'm done depending on others. I can stand up on my own and get there on my own two feet. No more partying on my parents' dime. No more getting my way on my name alone. Okay, there we go. I'll change how I address you. It was an honor and a privilege to spend the day with you, Kiryu-san. Now I buy you a drink, sir. Oh, he's speaking to us with honorifics now. He's changing the dynamic. Aww. Take care, Daigo. Grow up to be more than you are. I wonder if we'll ever see Daigo Dojima again. What would even cause us to meet a member of the Dojima family another time in the future? Okay, it's gonna be at least a little time before we can go back. We're gonna do some more side quests. You know what? I might call it a night. I know it's a short stream. I know I usually go to midnight. I have a big work email to do. Today has been a really long day. I almost didn't stream at all because it was a very tiring, bad day with the Unbound Boundless liquidation. It's been very tiring, and then as great as it is, I've gone from very bad news to very good news. My system is a little exhausted from the roller coaster that has been my emotions work-wise today. We got about 2 hours of stream. I hope you've had fun. I hope people will forgive me going and finishing up my work stuff. I will be back Monday, Wednesday, and Friday with more Yakuza next week. I think this is it. We're gonna power on with Yakuza for probably the next month or so, maybe a little longer. Yeah, it went from a bad day to an uneven day. It went from a bad day to, honestly, on balance, quite a good day. But that's a lot for the nervous system to regulate. I'm gonna go do some emails and then sit in the living room just having a bit of a stim, and getting out lots of emotions that have happened today. Thank you very much, everyone, for watching. I will be back on Monday with another Yakuza